That's Desko's. Get out. I'm serious. Get out.
Alright guys, from
I'm not messing with you.
Nate Solomon, Freddie Curry, and Coach Desko. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach. Now that'll take questions. You want to raise your hand, I'll call you guys.
You probably want to do the opening statement.
No.
Have you ever been in one of these before? No, that's why. I'll teach you where to sit.
You said receive.
I thought it was a great lacrosse game. I wasn't feeling too good when we were down 3 and they were man up with not a lot of time left. But it was a great experience for us to fight through that, come back and win the game in overtime. So it was a good game experience. I thought that the first half was pretty sloppy. I thought I wasn't happy offensively with our shot selection. I thought we took some bad shots and we didn't have good, I didn't think we had very good possessions in that. But we picked it up in the second half. Of course, we made our mistakes in the second half too, so this is going to be a long film session on Monday. But all in all, to come back, win the game, come out with a W is a good experience for us.
Brendan, you were kind of on fire there. You had the final 2 goals in regulation and the assist. Kind of take me through what happened at the end of the game, I guess.
I knew I was going to get the shorty. Got it most of the game. They weren't really sliding to me much, so I just kind of took that extra step and took a couple more shots than I usually would have, and lucky to get them. But it was fun.
Coach, looking at the comeback, in that fourth quarter, obviously, it starts out with you guys going on a run, then UNC answers. What are kind of the emotions on the bench during that time when you're answering, UNC comes back, like you said, it didn't look good, it looked like UNC had a good chance to pull it out, and then the comeback happens?
Well, it was like the game. It was up and down on the sidelines. We were definitely, weren't happy with some of our plays. And, my hat's off to Carolina. I thought they played their guts out today. The coaches did a great job. The kids played hard. But it was up and down on the sidelines. But I think with these guys and the team sidelines, it was pretty upbeat the whole way. They were encouraging the other players, and we made a good play. They obviously were excited and tried to relay that to the guys who are on the field. And, basically it.
John, why wasn't Brendan the wind up taking over there? I mean, you have so many talented offensive players. In this freshman, what did you see that he just stepped forward?
You just saw how hard he was going to the goal. He started out early in the game. He took a flat shot, but he had gotten a couple steps on his guys, and then he was, playing more composed in the second half, and really went hard to the goal. And I thought he shot very well. So we were feeling it with him, and decided that that's who we wanted to have the ball at the end of the game.
Coach, the game looked a little puzzling for first, let's say, 57 minutes, because you guys were winning on the stat sheet in pretty much every category, but down 12-9. What's it like in a game like that where it was UNC's kind of quality of chances taking on your quantity of chances?
We started the game. It was an emphasis to go out and try to get ground balls. They have a very good face-off guy, and we wanted to get some ground balls in this game. We got out ground balled the last game. We were disappointed in that. So that's just, we wanted to focus on that. We wanted to play hard. We wanted to play loose, and we knew we were going to have to, score some points to win the game.
Nate, a couple of pump fakes out there today that worked pretty well. Can you kind of take me through that jump shot where you kind of fake? You guys don't normally fake on jump shots like that. You normally just jump and shoot. So kind of, I guess, what was going on there?
Yeah, I actually got that one from Steve Rafis. He taught me that one. But when you have a shorty, we like to do different things out there, and so I guess I dodge a little differently against a shorty than a long pull, and I guess I just saw an opportunity to fake him out.
Brendan, I guess I'm curious, you win the face-off, or as you win the face-off, start to overtime, timeout, take us through what was said in the timeout, and it looked like it happened exactly like we draw it up, right? Take me to the final play.
Yeah, we actually didn't really call a play. We just kind of wanted to play like we did in the last couple minutes of regulation. And I got high, and then nothing really happened, ended up behind. And Lefty's so good off ball that I could just trust throwing it in there, and he just caught it and made an excellent play.
Danny, you guys obviously won the face-off battle today. What do you think went well at the X overall?
I just think we were obviously hearing the whistles a little bit better than usual. Usually when I go up a little, like 2 or 3 early and get like a couple wins under my belt, I definitely have a little more confidence. And also, I think our wings played absolutely phenomenal. I think in the big face-offs where it was a 50-50 ground ball, I mean, it goes along with the ground ball, ratio. Like they picked up every single ball that was loose off the face-off, which was huge, because it really gives me a rest. It takes the pressure off me a little bit, knowing that I have guys like Brett Kennedy and Peter Dirth and Austin Fusco on the wing. I can kind of rely on them, and the communication on the wings was really good today too. So what I mean by that is that if someone were to move, my wing would tell me where they would go, and I would know where they were before the face-off without me even looking. So I think the wings have definitely learned to really communicate on the wings, and I think they picked up almost every loose ground ball home. It's awesome.
Yeah, Peter Dirth was excellent on the wing today. Did a great job.
Coach, looking at the game overall, 13-12 performance, what do you think of the defense as a whole?
I thought the defense was good in the first half, and in the second half, I don't think there was a ton of defense going on out there either. On either team, seemed like both teams were scoring fairly easily at times. That's why we felt the faceoffs were important. Especially in the second half to give the ball to our offense. But I think that both these teams scored some points offensively today, and they just were both playing well at their offensive ends of the field in the second half.
Nate, I'd like your thoughts. Hearing Coach mention there's going to be a lot of film work and a lot to clean up. You take the win 13-12. What's your assessment on what needs to get better and what didn't go like you wanted tonight?
Yeah, Coach said we're going to watch a lot of film this week, and I have to agree. I think some of the looks were there, but we weren't executing, and we weren't moving like we usually do on offense, maybe on defense, I don't know. But I think we're going to go back and just watch what we can do better and see like where we can be in certain places at certain times. I don't really know what the statistic was, but I felt like we could have turned it over a little less, I mean, I think we can always turn it over a little less, but I think early on we were making some mistakes, but then we cleaned it up in the second half.
Brendan, can you just kind of take me through your emotions maybe immediately after the game, coming in as a freshman midfielder and being able to contribute the final 3 points of the game? Seems like it must be pretty special.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the season, I try and think of myself not really as a freshman anymore. I mean, we've all played the same amount this season, so just getting my confidence is a big thing, and then just being confident throughout the stretch. I have great teammates, very encouraging. So, I mean, it was just really fun being out there.
Coach, the unsung hero of this game could be Matt Lane. 2 big goals out of him early on. What exactly is his role?
Well, he's a man-up guy. He's one of our captains, so he fills a leadership role. And today, I thought he got it done. A couple of big goals, like you said, one off of an invert and one off the man-up. And that's why you saw him out there a little bit in the second half, running with that second midfield group. Brendan had the ball at the end of the game because he had the hot hand, and we wanted Matt to get out there because he was scoring. So that's the reason you saw him get a couple more looks in the second half.
Thanks, guys.